Hi, everyone, and welcome to 5 Minute Fusion, a Who's That Anime podcast, where Colin and myself, Steve, will take the journey through episodes of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, God help us, Dragon Ball Super, and beyond. We're going to do them all in a quick 5 minute summary as best we can. Colin, are you ready to continue this journey with me?
Yeah, kind of.
Sweet, let's go. I'm going to start, as usual, by giving a synopsis of the episode as quickly as I can. This one's a doozy, so hold tight. Episode 12, A Wish to the Eternal Dragon. Desperate to stop Emperor Pilaf, and just as Goku manages to destroy the wall with another Kamehameha, Oolong interrupts his wish for world conquest with his own, a pair of underpants. The wish is granted, Shenron disappears, and the seven balls scatter all over the earth. Furious, Pilaf sends Mai and Shu after Oolong and Puar, and noticing Goku, Yamcha, and Bulma escape, he orders them executed. Many guard dogs suddenly appear. Some chase Oolong and Puar, and the others corner Goku, Yamcha, and Bulma. Goku and Yamcha beat these dogs to protect Bulma, and on their way out, they find Oolong and Puar. Before they can leave, Mai and Shu corner them with another pack of dogs and themselves. They are transported to a room with a glass ceiling that gathers energy from the sun and heats up. By morning, just as Pilaf planned for revenge on his meddlers, they will be burnt alive. Goku and Yamcha try to break down the walls but fail. Later that night, Puar is staring at the full moon while Oolong and Bulma argue over their last hope for escape. Goku tells the group about a huge monster that comes out when the moon is full. He said that the monster, though it was clearly Goku, but he is not aware of it, trampled his grandfather Gohan to death. And before that tragedy, Gohan told his grandson never to look at the moon. Alarmed with this detail, Bulma, Yamcha, Puar, and Oolong believe that Goku was the monster and fear they will meet the same fate as his grandfather. Despite Bulma's warning, Goku accidentally looks up at the full moon. However, at first, nothing seems to happen to Goku as he shrugs over a big deal, much to the group's confusion. But even though he turns away from the moon and his friends sigh in relief, something snaps in Goku. His eyes turn red, his heart beats loudly with increased speed, and he begins growing with his clothes tearing apart, his body growing fur, his teeth becoming sharp, his ears pointing up, and his face growing a muzzle. To the gang's horror, it's revealed that Goku is transformed into a monkey/ape monster, the Great Ape. Colin, what did you like about this episode?
Oh, there was two things in this one. To be
Go for
honest,
it.
there was two things in the last one. But the two things is the dog geyser that appears out of the ground in front of Far and Oolong. And then the second one is Yamcha just eating Goku into the dogs.
That is pretty good. I think I would probably have two things, and one of them is the Scooby Doo reference with Pilaf, as if it wasn't for those kids, which is kind of amazing. And my other one is as mentioned in the synopsis there, is like when Bulma, despite her efforts to stop him from looking at the moon, we should point out her ability to stop him was like, don't look at the moon there, and points to the sky.
It's
Like,
right above
that's
you.
a bad idea. Yeah, that's really bad, Bulma. Don't do that.
And then he looks up.
Yeah. What didn't you like about this episode?
I don't have anything that I really disliked about the episode as such.
I could do one for the both of us. I didn't like how naked Bat Oolong looked, which was gross. And I didn't like the fact that Oolong wore his newfound underwear gifted to him by Shenron on his head. It was a pair of women's underwear. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, but he did save the world from eternity rules.
He did, I guess. Well, what do we now know? I've written that after the wish, the Dragon Balls scatter to the winds. But on top of that, what isn't mentioned in that synopsis is that they're inert for a year, so they can't be used for a whole year after this.
Yeah, that's found out at the end. And
Yeah.
Goku's like, "Oh, my grandpa, my Dragon Ball is gone. I'll go and find it." And then, Oolong saves the world because he launches himself as Emperor Pilaf hesitates as he's like, "Oh shit, that's challenge really tall." And he hesitates and goes, "I would like to be the greatest, most comfortable pants in the world," because apparently I think his Oolong's pants are quite soiled at the moment.
Yeah, which is not good.
I mean,
I wrote that May has an Uzi.
oh yeah, she does have an
She
Uzi.
does.
Yeah.
And also that Emperor Pilaf's snoring could be confused with an earthquake.
Oh yeah, confused with an earthquake or giant ape destroying your castle.
Yeah, perhaps one of those two things for definite, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But Oh, that's our time up. Man, that synopsis took a long time to go through today.
Yeah.
Well, we've reached the end of another episode, and we will return next time to discuss what is the last episode in the Emperor Pilaf saga, I believe.
Mhm.
So, episode 13, we'll be back to discuss next time. In that time, I guess it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from him.
See you all next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.